All right, we're live.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Two Dumb Yinzers, episode 3. Good morning, Michael. How are you?
Episode 73.
73.
I'm good. Tired, exhausted, sleep deprived, kids trying to kill me. Hey, it's great, typical day for me.
I got up and I took another walk down to the store to get my coffee today. And I gotta say, I must be so out of shape because yesterday, remember how I told you I took a walk down to get coffee in the morning?
Yeah.
I've been sweating ever since. I don't think I stopped sweating since yesterday morning. Like my body is
That's
overheating thing now.
Yeah, that's not a healthy thing.
No, but it's a step in the right direction though. If I want to continue this,
yeah,
an attempt to get a little more healthy, I guess this is what I got to do.
You should.
I do. I have to get into some kind of exercising, just some kind of routine because my exercise has been nil for the past, I don't know, it's been a while.
See, look, we could have a competition.
What kind of competition is this?
We can get in shape together, see who can lose the most weight in a month.
We can
do that for the show.
We could do it for the show. We could do that.
Yeah.
All right.
I have the unfair advantage of I have more weight to lose than you, but I we can do it for a month, see where we stand.
Maybe we'll start in June of 2023. What do you think?
No. Well, we can start in June of 2022. We'll go get a membership. We'll go work out every day.
You said a month. You didn't say next month because that's like, 4 days from now.
Well, I didn't say like on the first of the month. I'm not that crazy.
Oh, all right. I don't know.
Yeah. We'll start mid-month and then we'll go from there.
We'll start talking about it more on the show and we'll see how much that motivates me.
See how much that motivates you?
Yeah. Because I can see me totally falling off the wagon. We'll put more thought into this eventually.
Yeah, you'll fall off the wagon day 2.
I will. I will fall the fuck off the wagon, smack my fucking head, break a bone. Yeah, so today's Friday, everybody. It's Friday. Big weekend, long weekend. We have the Memorial Day weekend coming up. Everybody getting that extra day off. The kids getting an extra day off. In my opinion, I think that the kids across the land should have the summer vacation starting because you have all these schools locking down and all this stuff from due to the shooting the other day. Maybe instead of locking your school down for the last 2.5 days of school, why don't you just let these kids start their vacation?
Hell yeah. Because I'm down for that because that doesn't affect me any because my kid's not in school yet. So yeah, I'm all for it.
Yeah, and
started early.
Idea because yesterday I was reading there was an issue at a school in Pittsburgh. There was another issue at another school down in Texas. There was, just give these kids their vacation. You worry about the bad stuff as an administration at the school, and you figure all that out. That's what you do. Give these kids a break. For fuck's sake, let them. They're so hard up to get these kids to have 180 days of school in. Meanwhile, kids miss school all year because of being sick, this, that, the other. It makes no difference. Give these kids an extra couple of days off. Let them start their vacation. You worry about all the bullshit. You worry about finding funds to lock your school down, about getting officers, security, people like that to stand in your hall. You work on that. From what these kids it wasn't like this happened in November. This happened a week before school ends. Give these kids a break. You know what I mean? You go, you do your thing. You worry about security, all that stuff. I say let the kids start their vacation and because they're kids.
Let him run around, terrorize the neighborhood. Like I said,
Yes,
my kid's little enough. He's on a permanent vacation right now. So
you're right.
right now I'm all in about like what's good for Mike.
Oh yeah.
So it's good for me. It's good for me. So therefore, right now, it's good for everyone else. It's
Don't
all
get
about
me wrong.
it's all about Mike right now.
Don't get me wrong. This is all about me too. What I'm talking about
Oh
because it
yeah,
affects me, and I got to do the running around.
yeah,
So if the vacation started today, it would benefit me greatly.
yes.
So
I knew there's an ulterior motive.
there is an ulterior motive. And I
We're
would
all
love
we
nothing more than the school year
yes,
to be ended right now because, like I
yes,
said, you know that I'm having car issues, and
yeah,
so it would be fantastic if that would happen, and I
yeah.
encourage people to do so. I just seen Mike before I came on that guy, the guy that shot all those people down in Texas earlier in
Uh-huh.
the week. He he was charged a few years back for threatening to shoot up the school.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Because hey, this is what happens in they threaten to do it, then they do it, then they say it's a mental health issue, and then we would never how could we have seen this happening?
You're
Well,
right.
there, it was someone threatens to shoot up a school. How are they, purchasing firearms and stuff like that? Why are they not being evaluated for, stuff? But hey, that's what happens when you sign away when you do away with all that stuff in your state.
Let
It
me
is what it is. You you take away these things, that protections, and then someone who falls into that category does something, and you go, "Well, how this happened? I don't know. Let me point
on
out to where
top
you
of
took something
that,
away."
the school that he walked into, he walked in through an unlocked door, just entered the school. I thought the last 15 school shootings, these schools said they're going to start keeping their doors locked. So what? You only do it while the buzz, while the subject is warm, is hot, and then once things cool down, you go back to the way that it was prior to. I think there's so many people that need to step up in this situation instead of blaming this, instead of blaming that. Like I said, these schools have all these great ideas when it's a hot topic. However, a year, 2, 5 years down the road, these guys are able to walk right into the school. I don't know if you recall, about a month ago, there was a situation in Pittsburgh here where the guy went into the school and he was videoing or something on his phone, maybe the little girls in the bathroom at this elementary school. Did you recall hearing that story?
No, I didn't hear about that one.
Well, apparently he was in the school for about an hour. He walked in through an open door, was in the school for about an hour. He had a box cutter on him, so it could have been a lot worse. He walks into the girls' bathroom. A little girl was in the stall, and he puts his camera underneath the door.
Jesus.
So guns or no guns, we could do a lot to make this situation better without, you know what I'm saying? The gun thing is going to be a big thing, and we're going to let the heavy hitters handle that. There's nothing that I could do. What I can do is encourage our schools to step it up, to do what they can do, to stop these people from walking right into the school. That's, that's step one. You leave your door unlocked when you're at home. You leave your door unlocked when you go to sleep at night. No. Why would you leave a building full of young children totally open for anybody to walk into? And we are seeing now the kind of people that are out there. So much could be done. And like I said, these are the things that these smart educators need to get in their little offices and sit down and figure out some kind of resolve, because you know what? They're as much as fault as anybody else.
No, actually, no, they're not. No, like my schools were always unlocked, and we never had this issue. It's it was never a
Back in
problem.
our day, it wasn't a problem though. Now with the problems that we're having, lock the door. That's all it takes. Lock the door, have a buzzer. If somebody comes,
like this is a
in.
school, it's not a prison. Everyone, like people, like you read stuff like solutions for these schools. Let's have armed guards. Let's have metal detectors. This isn't a fucking prison.
That is why it's not a prison. No one is shooting up a prison because the doors are locked. If you go to a jail,
it's two different things though.
You have to get buzzed in to walk
that's a jail. That's a jail where we're keeping criminals. This is a school. It's a school where we're educating people. We're not, this isn't, we want to make schools prisons. This is like the only country in the world that has like armed guards in schools and shit. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Listen.
No, we don't. We know there's a lot of things we need before we start turning schools into like looking like prisons.
It's not a prison. It's security. And let me tell you, my child's school has a security system where you can't get in unless you ring a buzzer. I never, ever thought of that as being a terrible thing. I've went to that school a million times. I get there, I ring the buzzer. The lady looks at me. She rings me in. This isn't a huge radical change that would make it be like a prison. This is just general security, in my opinion.
Well, here's like another thing. When the police see someone, with body armor and then walking around with a gun, and they do nothing to stop it, that's another big step. Because that happened before they even got to this school. So there's a big failure right there.
Well, there's a failure with the police. Believe me, it's the tip of the iceberg. We could put out a 4-hour show, and I could go on and on and on about how to make this problem go away. This is just the tip of the iceberg for me. For another thing, that guy, like you said, it took the police 40 minutes to get to the school for a call for a guy with a gun in the school.
It took them that long to just get in.
That's what I'm saying.
They sat out there. It came out on the news last night that they were afraid they were going to get shot. Yeah, I think the little kids were afraid they were going to get shot too there, big boy. Put on your big boy pants. All that money that, that community pays for the police, go in there, do your job.
Exactly. There's about 50 things that can be done to make this situation better. However, most people don't care. They want to sit in the offices. They want to play on their phones. I was at an intersection yesterday. I wasn't driving. Like I said, I have car issues. I was a passenger, and there was a police officer directing traffic in the middle of the intersection. And when he thought the intersection was clear, but we were coming down the hill, and he should have been tending to us, he was looking down at his phone. A police officer was looking at his phone. We sat there for a good 10 seconds before he even realized we were sitting at that intersection.
Yeah.
People got to get their heads out of their asses. That's a big start there. Maybe, I understand people, it's a thing now. Everyone has their phone on them constantly. Make a rule for these people. You make a rule for schools. Kids can't have their phones. Tell the fucking cops. Tell the people in the schools who's sitting around on their phones instead of doing things to make things better for the school district. Put your phone away. And I understand it's hard for people nowadays to understand because we are so involved in our phone. But you know what? You get so much more work done. You're so much more productive when you're not looking at your phone every 30 seconds.
But I like my phone.
Absolutely.
That's where I find my funny memes when I should be working. About how hard I work. as I don't do my job, I got my funny meme saying how hard I work, therefore I have to do everyone else's job.
So that was a fun 15-minute intro to the show. Let's switch directions here a little bit. Hockey. The Carolina Hurricanes beat the Rangers 3-1 last night.
Just as I predicted.
Carolina up 3-2 in the series, Mike.
Who would have thought? Not me. I'll tell you that right now. Not me. I was going with the Rangers. Who would have? Hey, Carolina. Like I said, they are a fun, exciting team to watch. They have a lot of skills. The goalie's not bad, so it's not that surprising. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not surprised that they took the lead, and I wouldn't be surprised too if either New York ties it up and wins, or if Carolina closes out in the next game or two. So this is like fun. Yeah, it's a fun toss-up series.
Yes, whoever could beat Tampa is who I'm going with. I was leaning toward the Rangers, but if I start to get the feeling that Carolina could beat Tampa Bay, then you know what? I'm going to jump to Carolina as much as I hate supporting North Carolina teams. But like I said, I do not want to see Tampa Bay win another Stanley Cup.
Yeah.
So let's go with that. The other game last night, amazing, went to overtime. The Oilers and the Flames. Connor McDavid buries a goal in overtime to win 5-4. The Oilers are moving on. They win the series 4-1.
You know what? That was normally I like to shit on Connor McDavid because he hasn't produced in the playoffs, but you can't do it this year. He is putting up Mario Lemieux-esque numbers throughout this postseason, and it's and a lot of his stuff they're highlight real goals. They're just beauties. So
the man has mad potential.
If they end up winning the cup now, he jumps into top 10 players of all time already.
Absolutely.
The kid, he's great. I wish, to me, Sid's still the better player overall for his career. Right now, I still put McDavid as the best player active, but best overall, I would go with Crosby. But you can't, if you sit down and you watch Connor McDavid play and you're not excited to watch him play, there's something wrong with you. You are not a sports fan. You're not a hockey fan. He's fun to watch.
Absolutely.
And I'm just glad he's now finally producing in the playoffs, because for the longest time, they never won with him. And now he's, getting that monkey off his back to where, all right, they won one series, they won two. All right, let's keep it going. At least if he makes it to the finals this year. Oh, me too.
I like this kid. I like this kid from day one. I want to see him do great.
Yep.
I all the best, Connor McDavid. Yep.
Uh-oh, we lost you. always when you're pontificating on sports.
What's that?
Always when you're pontificating on sports, you get cut off.
I don't get it.
Anything else?
So Connor McDavid, he's waiting now. He's waiting for the winner of this Avalanche Blues series. They play tonight. The Avalanche is up 3-2. I personally think that the Avalanche are going to put it away tonight.
Me too.
But we will see 8:00. That is on TV.
I would love to see a McDavid McKinnon final.
And I think you're going
in the West. That's going to be fun to watch.
Yes. In the NBA, Michael, we had last night the Warriors advancing to the finals for the 150,000th time in a row. They beat the Dallas Mavericks 120-110 to advance to the finals, and they are waiting now for the winner of the Miami Heat and Boston Celtics series, where Boston is up 3-2, and they play tonight at 8:30. Check that out, because the winner of this series will go on to play the Warriors in the final.
I think the Celtics are going to close it out.
I think so too.
Yeah, just speaking of what I've read, what I've overheard, people who have been following it talk about it, it tends to be the way the winds are shifting. Is going to be Boston in the final, and then it's going to be the Warriors the way they're playing. It looks like they're going to get another ring.
Yeah, they're the dynasty right now.
Yeah, they are. They had a couple years absence,
right?
Because
so did the Bulls in the 90s. So did the Steelers in the 70s.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You always have a couple years off when you're.
You can't win. You can't win every year in, year out.
Right.
Even look at the Patriots had years where they never won back to back. So.
Exactly.
That
takes me to another sports thing, Mike. We were talking the other day about. Should the Pro Bowl game, should it be removed? The players don't want to play in it no more. The fans are getting bored of it. So the NFL is making suggestions. They're making changes. They're doing things to make this game more exciting. So what they did yesterday on Wednesday, they made a new rule. In the Pro Bowl game, it's called the spot and choose. So there's no longer going to be a kickoff in the Pro Bowl game anymore. So what it is, now there's going to be a coin toss, and the winning team decides if they want the ball or not. Okay.
Yeah.
So then the other team then gets to decide. If that team decides to take the ball, the team that loses the coin toss gets to choose where on the field the ball is spotted. Okay. So then there's a whole bunch of different twists and turns in the whole thing. If you make a field goal, Then it starts at the 25. Do me a favor. There's a million parts to it. It splinters off a million ways. Check it out. It's interesting. This will be a change moving forward. However, there's also five suggestions that were written that could make the Pro Bowl more exciting. Okay.
All right.
Number one, ditch the game and have skills competition.
Yes.
Which is where you were at.
Yes.
That was up your alley. I wouldn't be opposed. I still want to see them play. However, we still have 2 through 5. So let's see what they say next. Shorten the field and play touch football. Shorten the field and play touch football. Kind of weenie-ish. However,
that's what they're doing now.
What's that?
It's kind of what they're doing now anyway. They're playing touch.
Right. Maybe shrink it to 50 yards. I don't know. Something like that. Number 3, host the event on New Year's Eve. So that's basically what, right before the playoffs start, is, or you can't be doing that. You can't have guys in the next game right before the playoffs start, right?
No, and then you have like your New Year's Day bowl games and shit like that. It's gonna take away from that. That's
so stupid. It'll fail due to ratings and things like that anyway.
Yeah.
Make it an international event. Maybe play the game in England, play the game in Spain, play the game. Number 4 is making it.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. That wouldn't be bad. I kind of like that idea.
And you know what? Once you put our teams in other countries, they really get a lot of support. People really dig that. People show up. They want to watch American football.
Like, remember, like the Steelers played those couple exhibitions in Mexico back in the 90s?
Yes,
absolutely. The Steelers are huge in Mexico.
The Steelers are huge in Mexico. I'm finding that out because I'm doing a lot of networking and things like that for our sites. And there's a lot of people in Mexico that love the Steelers. It's almost like their team.
I love it.
I do too. And also, they're going to Europe. They're playing, they had the NFL Europe there. They were doing, and also, games now where we go to play in England, I think 1 or 2 games a year. They do really well. So
and there's a game in Germany this year as well. So it's, I like it. That's another.
If you put all your all-stars on a field in another country, the place would go crazy.
Yeah. And like the players are like, that's somewhere else we can go travel. It's something cool. I'd dig it.
Number 5. Play 5-minute quarters with different scoring structure. It didn't, like I said, it was very minimal on the explanation of these 5. However, make the game a little shorter.
Yeah.
Not as long and boring. However, the different scoring structure, I don't know what they would do.
Yeah.
But
I kind of like to see it like a flag football type thing or something like that, to where your linemen are actually out there running routes, playing defense.
Right.
Cause I want to see a 6'7", 380-pound offensive tackle out there running routes. That would be fun to watch.
I wouldn't be even if you like they said in an earlier one, shorten the field, maybe do what you were just saying. And
like
then
7-on-7 stuff, fun. Just fun.
7 is what I was going to say.
Like do fun stuff like that.
Because, it isn't too far out of the question. 7-on-7 is a thing. You go to states out, in the Northwest that doesn't have a lot of kids in their school districts. They are 7-on-7 football. That's their football. So it wouldn't be just way out in the left field idea. I wouldn't mind something like that. Like you said, maybe a flag football, 7-on-7, shorten the field, do something like that. And you know what? If it doesn't work, obviously what's going on right now isn't, fans aren't loving it.
Yeah.
So if you try one of these different ideas and it don't work, you could always, revise and change from there.
Yeah. Let's just throw a bunch of shit at the wall, see what sticks.
Absolutely.
It's about all you can do.
Yes. So there are things, and I would be all aboard in any of these really. I wouldn't mind. Like I said, if it's going to, keep people interested in the All-Star game, I'm all for it. Big show tomorrow night, Michael, down at Frank's Grill in Beaver Falls. I'm sorry, at 1117 7th Avenue, Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania, 15010. Get down there. We're going to be down there hosting. It's going to be the Memorial Day jump off. It starts at 9:00 and it goes all the way to 1. And I do, Mike, I have the final list here in front of me.
All right. I want to hear it.
So tomorrow at 9:15, get down there because you're not going to want to miss Hit 'em Hard. Hit 'em Hard is starting off the show. Now, Hit 'em Hard is putting the show on. So these guys, they're gonna lead off, get everybody started, get everybody rolling with by ways of Stickman Slick,
Nice.
Cigarellos, and Jump Off JD. You'll see those three
All right.
amazing talents
Boom, 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 right out the gate.
starting to show off. Everybody's gonna love it. 9:45, you have Tempo FYF. 10 o'clock on the dot, don't miss it. You have Boss Man Ace. 10:15, 400 block. 10:45, the Splash Gang, which is, of course, we know Lil Bambino and the crew from up in Katanning there. 11 o'clock, you have Cricket the Gift and Eric Hubbard. 11:15, Twan Green and Deech Wade. Now, they did a little switcheroo on me here. 11:30 now. 11:30 is going to be the LBR Trap BMM.
Okay.
So they're going to be a little bit earlier in the night now.
All right.
Mutual Funds will be at 11:45. Pac Chico at 12. Barry Murray at 12:15. And finally, to finish it out at 12:30, we have Rules and Damon Foster, Mike. So you're going to want to get down there. DJ Jaws will be on the sticks, and you also have the amazing Two Dumb Yinzers will be hosting the show. I understand from what I know that there's going to be a lot of people, so get down there. It's going to be a good time. Come, have some drinks, check out the show.
It's going to be.
Are you excited, Mike?
I'm excited because like, you're going through the lineup. There's like a lot of people that we know, a lot of people we haven't heard yet. So I can't wait to hear. I can't wait to hear everyone. I'm pumped. I'm excited. It's going to be a super long day for me. I just found out today I have to be at work at 2:15 a.m. Saturday morning, and the show runs till what, 1?
Oh, like the following, like after the show.
Yeah, so I have to wake up at 12:45 Saturday, and I'll be up for like 24, 25 hours, people. It's going to be great. I'm going to have a couple drinks in me.
I am coffee, Mike.
Oh yeah, I'll be pounding lots of coffee, lots of drinks. It's going to be fun. I will definitely mispronounce some names. No, it's going to be good times. But
that's my favorite part of the show.
Yeah,
that's what I'm waiting for.
I can't. I got happen. Everyone's going to point it out too. People who like the guys who've been on the show, they know. They were like, I'm going to get that look of, you better not mess up my name. Better not mess up my name. Hopefully, if it's someone that we know, if I mess up their name, I don't want it to be one of the new acts. Like they don't know us yet. They don't understand how awkward I am.
And the fun part, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing the ones right that we haven't met yet. So you're kind of going off of me, who's misguided as well.
That's true. I think they'll cut us some slack.
I think so too.
They're all good guys.
So you're going to want to get down there tomorrow, guys. It's going to be a great time, everybody. Again, this is down in Beaver Falls, the Memorial Day jump off. A lot of times, a lot of these rappers, they travel. They're a little more south. They're a little more north in their performances. This one is right here in the heart of our hometown in Beaver Falls. So if you you have the excuse of you don't want to make the trek down to West Virginia or up to Butler, you don't have that excuse. You can just come right over to Beaver Falls and enjoy yourself. We got a couple things here today, Mike, I'd like to talk about.
Okay. I just dropped my microphone right on my foot. I may have broken my foot live on air. I'm kind of tickled.
Shoeless Joe, guys. Ray Liotta yesterday. 67 years old. The thing gets me, he died in his hotel in the Dominican Republic. How many times you see these famous people die in these hotels?
Bob Saget died in a hotel.
What's that?
Bob Saget died in a hotel.
That's what I'm saying. So many dies. And a lot of time it's in that Central America region. You know what I mean? You get down around Dominican Republic, you get Peru, places like that. These people always die in these hotels. It makes you wonder,
Just don't go to a hotel.
Exactly.
That's just just don't go to a hotel. Stay at a resort, not a hotel.
Right.
But no, Ray Liotta, Jesus.
A lot of people are upset.
He was a great actor.
noticed from social media that a lot of people were pretty bummed. On the other hand, he is almost 70 years old.
Yeah, that's
So I
you know,
mean that's not a really abnormal age for someone to
no,
possibly fail. So rest in peace, Ray Liotta. Yesterday, Mike. Hold on, let me find my. I have to find my button. Hold on.
Oh God.
Don't go anywhere, Mike. All right.
Another one.
So if you
Another
are a
one.
Jeopardy fan, which we are because we play Jeopardy every day here, a variation of the Pittsburgh was on the one of the questions again, one of the answers. You know what I mean?
Represent, yeah.
So it was the question was something along the lines of, in Pennsylvania, there are two major newspapers. One is the Philadelphia, whatever they have, and the Pittsburgh blank. Obviously being the Post-Gazette, Pittsburgh Post blank. So that was the answer yesterday on Jeopardy, which is pretty cool.
Hell yeah. Anytime Pittsburgh's out there in a positive light, it's good to see. Well,
Yeah,
at least it wasn't, something related with the Steelers again, or the Penguins or the Pirates.
Yeah.
The actual town in and of itself.
That seems to be the safe route a lot of people take.
We'll go, yeah. And Permanis.
Right. I also just read, Mike,
another one
this morning. The internet.
Hold on, buddy. Hold on.
The internet hates Amber Heard more than Putin.
See, internet's stupid. She pooped in a bed and beat up Johnny Depp.
I think those are cool. That makes me like her.
Like, who hasn't want to hit Johnny Depp at least once?
Exactly. Who doesn't want to poop in a bed that they're mad at,
Exactly. We don't condone violence on here, but
the other
guy's like invading nations, killing people, killing his own citizens. Yeah. This shows, you know what? I think a lot of the people just don't like her because, like I said, they don't like her because it's a chick, and they like Putin because they think he's the ultimate dude. Oh, he's riding horses shirtless and then killing people. Yeah. He's a tough guy. I think that's what it is with the internet. See, look, he gets it. He gets it.
Who else do you like? Osama bin Laden, maybe Saddam Hussein,
right? Salt of the earth, right? Salt of the earth people.
Yes.
And who had
kind of interesting. I like. You know what? I wasn't really even that familiar with anything from Amber Heard prior to this.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew her name. I knew she was an actress. However, I like her more now from what I learned.
Yeah.
On
the scale of crazy, she's crazy, but Putin tends to tip the scale. Once you start killing people, you tend to hate that person more.
And here's the thing: he's a world leader. He has all this authority, and he's using his authority to kill innocent people.
Yeah. And she committed, spousal abuse, which isn't cool, and pooped on someone's bed, which isn't cool. But, in the grand scheme of things.
She bit the guy's finger off and she shit on his bed.
Hey, that's the price you pay when you start dating someone crazy, I guess.
Exactly.
I'm not condoning. I'm just saying.
Absolutely.
Another one.
The haunted house that inspired The Conjuring, the movie The Conjuring, sells. This is a house in Rhode Island, and it inspired The Conjuring. Sells for $1.5 million. Would you spend all that money to buy and live in a haunted house? I think haunted houses are neat.
They should be cheaper. It should be cheaper if it's haunted.
Right.
That should be more affordable than 1.4 million.
And these people that live in these haunted houses, Mike, it isn't like it's a cool thing. It's a cool thing to tell people. And maybe if you have an experience, it's okay. How fucking cool. However, you have to live with the haunted house all the time.
Yeah.
When the house is not in the highlight, when things are just creeping around, taking shit, moving stuff, running in the corner of your eyes, when the it's not in the media, when it's not a big story, you still have to live with all that.
Yeah, like if I have a house, live in a haunted house, I just hope like whoever's haunting it is cool and chill.
Yeah.
Like I want it to be, like
What if you get Amber Heard's ghost?
as long as the ghost isn't pooping in my bed, it will be cool.
Yes.
But I want to give me,
and there'll be a big grumpy right in the middle of your bed,
yeah.
and your fingertip will hurt.
See that's not cool. Give me a place that's haunted by like some dude who died at like 26, 27 that likes to play video games, smoke weed, drink, and just chill and be an all right guy. Give me that kind of haunting. That's what I want.
Well, you say that now until he smokes all your weed.
I'll give him his own stash. I'll hook him up. There'll have to be rules and stuff, but
yeah,
just as long as he's not like a total dude bro type.
Right.
See, I just want a chill, normal dude to sit down. We talk sports.
Yeah, you don't need this asshole ghost.
Yeah,
all your weed, drinking all your booze,
being like a Cowboys fan or a Flyers fan. That would be my luck.
You just killed my spirit, man. Could you imagine somebody being a Cowboys fan? Oh,
and as your ghost, I would be so pissed. I'd be like, no, I'd pull a Karen. I'd be like, I need to speak to your manager right now.
Right.
This is, the worst injustice ever done in mankind.
Jeez, can you imagine?
I'd be holding tribunals and shit. We're getting this sorted.
Another one.
Did you happen to see, Mike? I seen yesterday the Winnie the Pooh movie. Did you catch this?
Yes.
Because if you didn't like Winnie the Pooh before, you're gonna like him now because he's a fucking scary fuck.
I love it. I love this. This is why I love stuff when it hits public domain. This is one of the reasons why I hate Disney, because they hide all their stuff behind copyrights, so it doesn't reach public domain. And Winnie the Pooh finally reached public domain, and this character looks deranged and creepy. He look like a poorly drawn Homer Simpson is kind of what he looked like. And I can't wait for it. I am all about it. I love Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh's the man. I watch anything with Winnie the Pooh. I watched that whole Christopher Robin movie with Ewan McGregor and Winnie the Pooh. I'm a Pooh fan. That's why me and Amber Heard get along. We both like Pooh.
Yes.
Yeah. So I can't wait.
I went to school with a guy that actually looked like that character. I shit you not. That was the first thing I thought of. I thought, is that Eric? But he looks so much like. But how fucking hideous! How hideous!
I think it's scary. I love it. I love it. I can't wait. Don't touch my honey, bitch. I just want to see him like just kill people for their honey or something.
See, now, the way you could bring movies back in a good way. I would watch this. A lot of these remade movies about cartoons, kid shows, superheroes, I don't get into them. However, if you do something extreme and make like Winnie the Pooh a fucking, a serial killer, where the fuck he's gonna be, I don't know. Now you got my attention.
Yeah, well, like when I saw it at first, I thought it was like a joke. Like just people came up with this, they made it. Haha, isn't this funny? Then you click into the article and you start reading it, and I was like, this is perfect. I love it. This is the way art should be. Take something that everyone knows and flip it on its head.
Yes.
Avert the expectations. Because who would? Yeah, I love it.
I do too. You think Pooh's scary? I want to see that little fucking piglet or Tigger or some other guy. How
depressed is Eeyore going to be? Is Eeyore going to be hanging from a tree? Eeyore kills himself. He's just gonna be like, F this, I'm out. And I'm like, dude, I would relate with him even more because I feel you, Eeyore.
Yes,
I feel you, homie.
So that looks really cool. I think, providing it doesn't come out, people say, it really sucked and it was a big disappointment.
Oh, I don't care.
All that don't happen, I will see it, and I'm pretty excited to see it. Just because, like you said, he looked like a fucking deranged, deformed Homer Simpson.
Even if that movie sucks, it will still be good because I will get drunk, I will get stoned, and I will sit there and watch that movie and just make fun of it the whole way and just enjoy it.
Well,
that's my kind of movie. My kind of movie. I love it.
Another one.
Woman who wrote How to Murder Your Husband gets convicted for murdering her husband.
I saw that. I saw that the other day. I was like, because I meant to bring that up on the show and I totally forgot to write it down because I'm the worst at that. And I was like, that's perfect. Feel
That
bad
is
for the
perfect.
husband, but it's
Yeah.
it was a bit on the nose for her, lady. You
Right.
don't want to. My husband came up missing. Why am I the prime suspect?
Right.
You literally wrote the book on it. And obviously we can tell she was not that good of a writer because she got caught.
Yeah, right.
I
want to look more into this story because I want to see how similar, you know what I mean? I want to see if the way she murdered him was the way that she described in the book, because if she did, that lady's just fucking mad, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Excuse me. But yeah, that would be perfect if it was like step by step, just a plot beat from what she did with her movie or with the book in real life. It'd be great.
Yes.
Let me kill my husband.
Where the fuck are we? You know what I mean? What the fuck is going on?
Write the book.
This is like a fucking like Twilight Zone anymore. The world is Twilight Zone.
You know what? It keeps me entertained.
Yeah, for sure. I'll stay right here within, I'll stay within the four walls of my home and
stay safe in your bubble.
Stay safe in my bubble and be entertained by the crazies.
Yeah, it's like he said, sucks that he died, but it's fucking you can't help but laugh anymore.
Yeah,
at stuff like that. Jesus Christ.
What do you think about the name Lagertha? Lagertha. Lagertha.
Lagertha.
Yes,
that's how'd you know that's the name of my butt plug? Who told you? Who told you?
A woman wants to name her baby Lagertha, and the people in her life say that the name reminds them of a dying cow. Obviously not big fans of the name.
I love it. I love
Lagertha.
it. Lagertha reminds them of a dying cow. I like it.
It's funny. One thing we know, I think we have a fact here. I think we stumbled across something like the most common name on the planet is Muhammad. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
I would have to say the most uncommon name with maybe one or less people with it would be Lagertha.
You would think, yes. I think we are correct in that assumption. I would just feel Lagertha. That's just not a cool name, especially if it's going to be for a girl. No.
Especially if your family is saying it sounds like a dying cow.
Imagine what
kids are going to
do. They're going to say
when she gets into junior high or high, or elementary. Kids are assholes.
Yeah, that's like I'm worried about like what I name my kid. It's like, what are the people going to call him when he gets older?
Right.
Yeah. So I feel you, Lagertha.
Lagertha. There you have it. Lagertha.
Now I kind of feel bad making my joke about a butt plug if I knew it was going to be a name for a baby.
No, that was a good segue. That was good.
Oh, yeah.
Another one.
Florida woman, and I'm sure you've seen this story. I've actually got this one for about a week, and it just kept getting pushed to the bottom of the list. Florida woman leads police on a high-speed chase. After the chase was over, she threw a rubber snake at them before they tased her. They're on a chase, a high-speed chase. They finally get to the end of the chase. The woman takes a rubber snake and she throws it at the police officers, and then they tase her. Was it a good idea to assault the police officers with a rubber snake?
No, because they've killed people for less.
Exactly. These fucking cops are nuts out there.
I've literally seen a video of a dude just sitting in the street comforting someone and get shot. So
yeah. Now's probably not the time to hit fucking cops with rubber snakes.
I'm gonna throw a rubber snake. That was like good, discipline on the cop right there. Restraint.
Right.
Points for that. Because normally after high-speed chases, they're ready to shoot you.
Yeah.
And if you throw something at you, they're ready to shoot you. So
Yes. If you do anything
they're ready to
besides what
shoot.
they tell you, they're ready to shoot you.
Yeah. But a rubber snake, who just has one of those in the car ready to go?
Are you right?
And it almost seems like she planned it out. Like, I'm gonna get the cops on the chase. I'm gonna throw this at them, and hopefully they shoot me. Maybe she was trying to go for suicide by cop,
Maybe.
or it's Florida woman, so anything's possible there.
I'm wondering what the fuck's going on in that state. The fish are fucking high. The people are crazy.
I think
Alligators are swimming in your swimming pool. Talking about Twilight Zone.
a couple years ago, people were eating each other's faces off with all the bath salts and stuff.
That surprised me that went away. I thought once people started turning into these fucking face-eating zombies, it was just going to get weird and way out of control. But you know what? It seemed like people kind of laid off of eating people's faces.
Yeah, it didn't have the appeal that people thought it would. All the hype from Walking Dead was dying down, and
right.
They were trying to get on the bandwagon. It didn't take.
One thing is guaranteed. When I open up the papers or I dig around through the websites, you're gonna find crazy ass stories from that fucking penis of a state, Florida.
Florida.
You know how sometimes we joke and say that Western PA is the armpit of the country. Just Florida is definitely the penis.
Yes.
Not only because it looks like a penis, but what better place to be a penis than Florida?
Exactly, and it's humid, it's smelly.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have 500-pound alligators in your swimming pool. Women
Always
throwing rubber snake at cops.
Oh, I thought at least she didn't throw her dildo at him.
Amanda Heard would. She would have thrown a fucking grumpy at him.
She would have too. Right in her hand and just chucked it. My girl don't mess around.
Yes.
Another one.
Airbnb, the Air bed and breakfast is becoming pretty popular out there today. The Airbnb, a user lists one bed tent as a private room for $50 a night. If you would like to stay in somebody's tent for $50 a night, there is somebody out there offering on Air bed and breakfast the listing for a one bed tent for $50.
You know what? I'd take it. You know what?
I don't think it's the worst idea ever.
I don't have to go hiking out into the woods. I don't have to pitch the tent myself. You know what? I like camping. You know what? I'll do it. Heck yeah.
You should.
I would. I would. I want to. Yeah. I call me weird. I totally. I love it. No, it depends on like where's this tent at? Like what city are we living in? If it's like in a metropolitan area, no. But if we're out in the country, yeah.
My tent. You could take the girlfriend and you guys go hunting. I'll rent you my tent.
Okay. No, I want to know where this tent is. I'm intrigued.
Right.
It would suck though if it rains and it was, they didn't put it up right and the water seeps in, and yeah, that would suck. I've had that happen before. Put the tent up at night, not paying attention. Next thing you know, you're swimming in your tent. Not good times. But yeah, $50. Just passing through the area.
Wow. Sleeping in a tent's kind of a fun thing,
Yeah, I like it. It's got to make sure you have a bedroll with you. You're good to go.
You know what I liked when I was younger, an adult? Me and a lady friend that I was with, we used to go up to Lake Erie, and you could pitch a tent on the beach for like $10 a night.
Yeah,
I like that because you constantly hear that water. I like that water; it helps me sleep.
Yeah,
there's comfort to the water and the crashing of the waves. I used to like to do that. I would enjoy going and sleeping in a tent on a beach more than I would out in the woods. However, to each their own,
Yeah. See, I'd rather be out in the woods. I like that better.
Yeah.
You just have to,
And there's other
I like it
out there, and they have their tents and they have little fires. but you're right on the beach. I don't know. I like that.
Yeah.
You always get that constant breeze off the
Yeah.
water. That's
Yeah,
another
I can
thing that I
see
like.
that. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. I'm just not a beach guy for the most part, but yeah, you know what? I'd take a 10 for $50. Hell yeah.
yeah, it's a neat thing. I mean, you're starting to see a lot of changes. Things are starting to change out there in the world, and things like this are becoming new ideas. And
I'll-
I'm a big fan of like DoorDash, and so I like the way that a lot of things are kind of splintering off because people are using the internet to be able to market these ideas. And like you said, you know what? Sometimes a nice $50 sleepover in a tent's a nice little getaway.
Heck
Like you
yeah.
said, take your significant other, go out in the woods, rent the tent or wherever the hell it is.
Wherever it is, I don't care if it be in their backyard. Hell yeah, I'll fucking crash there.
Right.
It don't matter to me.
The only thing
I'd
that
be.
sucks. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, I'd be away from people is perfect for me.
Yeah. I think it sucks about a tent. Like when you wake up, like if you go, and a lot of times people go in the summer because the weather's
Yeah.
nice. You're sleeping and it hits like 10 o'clock in the morning. You wake up and you're sweating.
Yeah. There's nothing like waking up. Like I've had that like at summer camps. You wake up at like 7 o'clock in the morning and it's just already hot. And you're
Yeah.
going to be up for the next 12, 14 hours of just not unbearable heat. Yeah.
Yes. And you're already thinking of ways to, kill yourself or
Mm-hmm. Hope a
talk the
bear
other
comes.
person. Yeah. Let a bear maul you to death.
Exactly. Just put me out of my misery.
Talk the other person and, like, you want to go do something else, you know?
Yeah. Let's pack this shit up. We overestimated our abilities here.
Since you've been out here with these fucking mosquitoes long enough, let's fucking go.
Let's get out of here.
Go ahead and tell everybody about the website, Mike. We'll kind of get an early start here because I want to talk about the show a little bit more, and also we have the game. So go ahead and tell everybody about the website.
2dumbyinzers.com. 2dumbyinzers.com. Links to YouTube, Spotify, Anchor, Stitch. Every single show pops up on there. Contact info on there if you have a comment, a question, anything about the show, get a hold of us. If it's something cool, we'll talk about it on air. 2dumbyinzers.com.
All right. So tomorrow night, everybody, big show here in Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania. So if you're from around the area and you love rap music, come on by. Check out these amazing, talented artists. If you're not from the area, put it in your GPS. Of course, it's 1111 7th Avenue, Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania, 15010. Come down, check it out. There's a bunch of great artists. I'm going to read you the list here in a moment. We primarily know that everybody's coming to check out the 2 Dumb Yinzers, because we will
Obviously.
be there and we will be hosting. So get down, check them 2 weirdos out. But if you also like rap music, you're in luck because there is.
Yes.
I have a list in front of me, Mike. I have the list in front of me for tomorrow night's show. You may heard of some of these acts, so especially if you're from the Pittsburgh area. You might have heard these names just being promoted. You might have even seen some of these guys in the club.
Yes.
So tomorrow, the show is from 9 to 1. It's going to be $10 to get in, and the security is going to be tight. Keep that in mind. So the first act of the night, Mike, the first performance is going to be at 9:15, and this is going to be a Hit 'em Hard performance.
Yes.
Hit 'em Hard, of course, is promoting their. This is their show. From Hit 'em Hard Music, you're going to have Stickman Slick's going to be performing, Cigarellos, and Jump Off JD. A couple of your favorites, Mike. I know that.
Yes, they are. I actually like my playlist, my car. They're in there as well. All 3 of them.
Yes.
I'm not lying. They do. That's what gets me ready to go to work at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, right. Second on the list, 9:45. If you want to check out Tempo FYF, be sure to get there by at least 9:45. This kid got talent. He likes to freestyle.
Yeah.
Pretty talented kid, man.
He is. He's very talented. when he was in studio, he freestyled for us. It was good, surprising.
Yes,
Yeah, I love it.
I like that kid. 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Boss Man Ace. Now, this is somebody that Mike and I has not seen yet.
Yes,
So the guys and the performers that we haven't seen, we are super excited to check out.
yes.
Boss Man Ace will be 10 o'clock. 10:15, 400 block. Now, we know these guys very well. They've been in the studio. We've seen them perform. The energy of 400 block. Great group of entertainers. You're going to see
Yes,
them. They
very
are
exciting.
10:15. 10:45 coming down from the Katanning area is the Splash Gang, which includes Lil Bambino, Luca the Real, and Eternally Twisted. We've had these guys on the show. I believe we did them by phone interview.
Yep. You had a phone interview with them. And by the way, just an aside, Internally Twisted is one of my favorite names of all time.
Yeah.
For a stage name, I love it.
11 o'clock, Mike. We have Cricket the Gift and Eric Hubbard. I
Yes.
really like these guys. I don't know. There's just something about them. I like their style.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited to see them.
And representing Cleveland.
And they are representing.
Yes. Cricket will let you know.
From the C-Town.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yes. Cricket will not let you forget that he's from C-Town. 11:15, we have Twan Green and Deech Wade. Now, these two gentlemen we haven't seen yet.
Correct.
But I do know they are big down in the Washington area when they do their shows down there.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are very much a part of that.
Yeah.
Okay. 11:30 is going to be LBR Trap and BMM Mizzle. A couple other guys that I like a lot.
Yeah. Not just because they got us, the greatest contact high of all time.
You get me that high, we're friends, man. I don't care who you are.
I still remember that interview. It was just, they were so much fun to hang out and talk with. Their music was great too. It just to sit down to talk music with them was fun too. And I can't wait to hear them perform live.
Again, there's just something about these guys. I really like them, and I can't wait to check them out and just hope great things come their way.
Yeah.
11:45 mutual funds. This is another one that we haven't seen yet, but super excited to see. Pac Chico is going to be at midnight. Now, Pac Chico, Mike, if you remember, he won the that competition they had around here, and if you won, it was a bunch of rappers. If you won the competition, you got to go perform with Fetty Wap.
Yeah.
And Pac Chico is the guy. So at midnight tomorrow night, if you're down there, get down there, check it out. Pac Chico will be on at midnight, award-winning, performing with Fetty Wap, Pac Chico. 12:15 will be Barry Murray. And 12:30 will be Rules and Damon Foster. And that's gonna pretty much conclude the show and take it to 1 o'clock. So everybody, we have a list here. I mean, and there may be even some people that we don't have on our list might show up and perform too. So if you were a fan of this music in any way,
yes,
please come down, check these guys out, because you know what, they do deserve attention. And I think once you hear these people, you see them perform, you meet them, even if you talk to them,
you're going to become a fan.
You're going to be a fan. Yes.
And even if you're not in the area, if you're out of state, check them out on, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. Look up their stuff, support them that way. Because if you're a fan of this type of music, or you're interested in what, these people that we're talking about, what do they sound like? Go check them out. Go look them out. They are very, very talented.
And they're all over the place. Like Mike said, any of these performers, any of these rappers that you talk to, you ask them where their content is, they all tell you the same thing. It's everywhere. Everywhere.
And they're Spotify, not lying.
SoundCloud.
Yep.
Anything you go and type their name, you're gonna find most of these people. So you want to keep that in mind. Michael, do you want to play? Do you want to play a quick game of Yinzer Jeopardy?
Yes.
All right. I have a question here that I think you'll like. And if you recall, what are you? 3 and 4.
3 and 4. I got my good luck. I got my good luck charm.
Okay. Well, sounds good. Sounds good. Rub his head. Give his head a little rub for good luck. There you go. All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go.
I'm ready.
The much maligned Bubby Brister played for multiple teams. When he left the Steelers, he played for a handful of teams. I'm going to give you 4 teams. You tell me the one that he did not play for. We're looking for the one team that
Oh,
old Bubby Brister did not play for. Okay?
okay.
Number 1, A, the Minnesota Vikings. B, the Denver Broncos. C, the Philadelphia Eagles. Or D, the New Orleans Saints. So we're looking for the team that Brister did not play for. Vikings, Broncos, Eagles, Saints, and go.
Yeah, I burnt these brain cells a long time ago.
This could get you back to 500.
I don't think it is. Like, I can picture him in one of the uniforms, but I don't know if I just made that up myself or not. You know, so
Yeah.
I'm not confident in my answer.
Well, I'll give you a hint. It was one of the 4 teams that I named. Did that
Very
help
helpful.
any?
Very much so.
So Bubby Brister did not play. He played for a bunch of teams when he left Pittsburgh. However, the one team he did not play for was it A, the Vikings, B, the Broncos, C, the Eagles, D, the Saints. Who did you say, Mike?
I said the Broncos, but I'm not confident.
Denver Broncos. And that's your final answer?
Final answer. Was it Minnesota?
Unfortunately, that's not correct. The team that Bubby Brister did not play for out of these 4 teams was, in fact, the New Orleans Saints. He did not play for the
wow.
Saints. Now, I didn't know that either. But the one thing that I did remember was he played for Denver. That was the one thing I did, of course, remember. He went from Pittsburgh to Denver. That's the only reason I know.
I remember him playing for the Eagles, and it pissed me off that Eagles was the C. In multiple choice, I always go with C because C never fails. Except when it does, but it works 100% of the time, 60% of the time C does. And when you put the Eagles there, it screwed me.
I very clearly remember him playing for Denver. I don't remember him playing for the Vikings.
Neither
and I
did.
could kind of remember the Eagles. I could definitely put him in that uniform, but the Saints would be the team. So that is going to take us down to 3 and 5, which is okay.
I got two chances.
2 chances next week, so you can finish 500 in this game. I got faith in you. I think you're going to do it.
I don't think I am.
What's that?
I don't think I am.
We'll throw you a softball next week on the first show, and that way we'll kind of build up for the.
There we go. There we go.
All right. But hey, everybody, we want to thank you. We want to thank you for checking us out. As always, check out our show. Check out our podcast. Anything that you see here, that you hear here, you could always find it elsewhere if you didn't get a chance to watch it live. Or, check us out every Monday through Friday, because we are live every day for an hour at 11 o'clock a.m. You're going to want to check us out. Again, thank you so much. And you're going to want to get down to Frank's Store tomorrow night. Mike and I will be there. Come visit us. Come see all the amazing acts. It's going to be a great time. The show starts at 9 o'clock. If you can't make it on time, that's fine. Get down there whenever you can. But there's going to be a lot of amazing things going on here, and we look forward to seeing every single one.
Yes, make it out if you can. Support your local musicians, people.
Absolutely. Listen to the guy in the box next to me. And for the 2 Dumb Yinzers, we thank you. Another great week in the books.
Yes.
I can't thank you enough. The fastest hour in the day, as Mike and I like to call this, and it
is.
Never let us down again. It blew right by. But like I said, hey, everybody, thank you so much. For the 2 Dumb Yinzers, I'm Ryan.
I'm Mike.
Mike.
Yes.
And we'll see you tomorrow night. If you're not there, we'll see you Monday morning.